welcome back to the studio. It is minus numbers in this studio. Well, not in here because I've had the heater on, but outside, oh my god, it's so cold. I'm doing an Adobe Live on the 13th of December, which will be hopefully next week from when you're seeing this. And I'm going to be editing headshots. There's also some giveaways and all sorts going on in the holiday week. It's an Adobe Live holiday week, so from Monday to Friday, so the 11th to the 15th of December. Oh, I'm out of breath because I've just been running around. So yeah, I just need to pack away all my equipment and then I'm going to bring in the Orange Project prop. The other day I went to B&Q and I bought a giant wheelbarrow. It is like an 85 litre wheelbarrow, but I wanted like the biggest that I could find so that I can create an amazing floral arrangement hanging out of it. That is the plan anyway. I'm not actually entirely sure if that's what I'm going to do yet, but obviously with these projects I just like to have a plan in mind and then just see where the path takes me. I'm going to put the heater back on because my hands are ice cold, and then I'm going to go and get the wheelbarrow out of the car and spray paint it. And I was debating whether to spray paint it or paint it with the orange paint, but I think that I want to spray paint it because I want it to be usable after. With all my props and projects, I like to create props that I can reuse. With the telephone, that's a bit more difficult because obviously I'm not going to need a giant telephone every day. However, I am saving that for another day because I'd love to get this project at some point into a gallery space or have like a workshop with it and have all the props and things like laid out, or I don't know, just create like a cool area. I've got a vision in mind, but I'm not quite sure where it's going to go, but I'm creating these props and saving them anyway. I just like to justify creating these props because I like to reuse, I like to recycle, so having that in mind, knowing that I'm going to use this prop after is all that matters to me. That is my long-winded way of saying I'm going to reuse this prop. Let me go get it. Let me go get it out. In fact, no, I don't need to go get it. I need to tidy up. Let me tidy up first. My setup for the headshots you've probably already seen was just a nice maroon coloured backdrop. In fact, I kind of blend in. But I want to take these down and put them away so that I can reset the studio. I also bought a watering can to go with this project. With the floral arrangement coming outside of the wheelbarrow, I kind of wanted to maybe incorporate a vision in mind of potentially like having another hand coming from like the other side of the set holding the watering can, and maybe like even watering, or maybe make some like fake water droplets and have them orange. That's why I love spending time in here and just like letting the ideas flow. I cannot speak today. I think I'm just too excited. My brain's like not catching up with itself. Also trying to do this very quickly because it's freezing in here. Right, everything is packed away. I've got a nice, clean, tidy studio again, thank God. So I'm gonna go and get the wheelbarrow, but before I do, I'm gonna put down a canvas sheet because I'm gonna spray paint in here. Because it's so cold outside, I think it's just not gonna work. Not really sure what I'm doing with this coffee table at the minute. It came from in the house, and then I got a new coffee table. I brought it in here, and I really like it with the chair, but I just don't need a coffee table in here. So I might sell it, or I might keep it and just store it. Yeah, here's my trusty old canvas. This has been used for all sorts and it is so dirty. I don't want to let any heat out because it's so cold. So this is my giant wheelbarrow. I don't know why I keep saying giant. I think it's because I'm so used to saying giant telephone. I suppose it is a big wheelbarrow. When I went and got it from B&Q, this guy came up to me and was like, "Are you okay getting it in there?" And I was like, "Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I think I'll be able to manage." But then I was like, kind of regret saying no because I've got a mini. Oh, it's caught. So, you know, I painted this floor not that long ago. It's already dirty, but I knew that was going to happen. We've got the wheelbarrow. This is the colour that I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to go for the Painter's Touch Rust-Oleum multi-purpose paint. I don't think I'm going to do a primer on this because I don't think there's going to be any point, and I think it would just be a waste. That is the question. Do I need to take it apart? That's really nice and warm. Let's see what this colour turns out like. Okay, let's do this. Thought it wasn't going to work, but actually it's not too bad. I think it's just going to need quite a few coats. Maybe I'll just do one coat and see. I'm going to let that dry and then just do another test patch because I don't want to waste this paint if I don't need to. This is literally just like a test coat, so I've hardly even covered it. So I feel like it might work. I just did a little test patch on the wheel and I'm not sure if it's going to stick, so I might have to rethink that. I think it will work. I've also got these tools that I wanted to spray paint. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these necessarily because now my idea is sort of evolving a little bit. This is the watering can that I got. Just a standard watering can. But again, I'm imagining this sort of, you know, I don't know, maybe a hand coming in. It feels really weird conceptualising this like weekly because before, if I made a decision and then I went back on it, like I felt like I could do that, whereas now I'm trying not to let myself like make a decision and then worry about making a different decision. I'm just going with the flow. Essentially what I'm trying to say is you are seeing me conceptualize this in real time. For this orange project I felt like I wanted to do that, so I hope you're enjoying me conceptualize in real time. I mean, it's a huge watering can, but I really wanted that. I wanted it to be quite substantial. I'm not sure how many litres it is. 12, it's a 12 litre one. So I'm going to spray paint that as well. That's the only problem with this new chair is that I need space to get messy. So I might have to get a dust sheet just for this at some point. Or I just get a bigger studio. No, I can't. This is my favourite. I was actually going to do a little bit of a primer, but I'm not sure if I can be bothered to do a primer. I don't usually use spray paint, so it feels really weird doing this. Okay, I've done my patches. I'm going to wait until tomorrow. I can't carry on filming now because it's the 1st of December and the village where I live has like a Christmas light switch on and we're going to go to that tonight, and I can also hear them practicing, so the music's probably going to start very, very soon. So I don't want to carry on filming because you'll be able to hear it full on blaring out. I wanted to really go in today and like proper just go for it and spray them all, but I feel like I need to know that I'm not going to waste my paint when I might be able to just use the matte paint, the Valencia one, the one from, I think it's Good Home. I intended today to go into like spray the whole thing and be like, yeah, it's mint, I've done it all, woohoo. That's just not the case. I feel like maybe I went in a bit too like quick. So yeah, I'm gonna go and I'll see you when I'm next spray painting. Probably tomorrow. I'm back in the studio. It's the next day. It dried overnight and now I'm going to go and do another patch just to see if it's going to cover. I think it will. I don't know why I was a little bit like, is this going to cover or not? I'm going to open the doors, hence why I've got my big coat on, because it's so cold. It's not as bad in here because obviously I've got a little bit of a heater on, but it's so cold outside and I want to open the doors so that I can get some ventilation in here, so when I'm spraying I'm not gassing myself out. The wheelbarrows dried really nicely. This has dried quite nicely. Again, I've not done hardly anything. I just did a quick spray patch and then I'm going to finish it. And then I've got some in my box here. I need to put that one in there actually. Oh! Can you just grab the bottom of it?
Frozen. trees. Go then. Oh, he doesn't know. That sounds really nice. Oh, I thought he'd made a snowball then. It's his ball. I thought you were rolling a snowman.